of Sheffield, there's such a sense of anticipation and expectation. This is the grand clubhouse of the Hallamshire Golf Club, one of the leading courses in the country. And the great and the good of World Snooker are in there preparing for the draw for the 2015 Betfred World Snooker Championship. Last night we had the last of the qualifiers. We have 32 of the very best players in the world. But until that draw happens live, we won't know who's playing who in the all-important first round. So, Mark, you're doing the draw this morning. Such a sense of anticipation. Make sure you give them a good jiggle before you hand them over to Steve and Barry.
I'm feeling the pressure, to be honest. I'm a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before, and obviously it's a draw for a World Championship. And obviously we grew up watching the FA Cup draw. We're trying to give it a bit more razzmatazz because this is a World Championship, isn't it? So really looking forward to it. So fingers crossed I won't make any mistakes, but really looking forward to the 17 days, Rob.
Well, these two guys have both drawn Chinese opponents. Mark Davis, you've got Ding Junhui, and Joe, you've got Xiang Anda, who came through in fine style in qualifying. Mark, your thoughts? A great opportunity against Ding. 5 ranking event titles last season, but this year's been very, very up and down for him.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be difficult for him to match what he did last season, and he beat me in the China Open a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really. I mean, the top 16 for a reason, you know. So whoever you get is going to be very difficult, but I'm just sort of happy I can go home for a couple of days. I don't play till Monday, so I can go home for a couple of days and see the family and that before I come back up. So I don't really care who I was. I just wanted to try and get home for a couple of days, really. But it'll be a very tough game, obviously.
Okay, well, good luck with that one. Joe, Xiang Anda, I mean, number 98 in the world. He's had to earn his right to get back on the tour, but came through a really tough qualification match. Your thoughts?
Yeah, like I said before, I wasn't really worried about who I played. I didn't want to play Mark, because like we're such good friends, so once that one was out of the way and I avoided that one, then I'd just take what I'm given. You know, there's no easy games at the Crucible. Like Barry said, they've all come through hell to get this far, so they're all match sharp and playing well and confident. So I'm going to have to be at the top of my game to win.
Mark's going home. Are you sticking around?
No, I'm going back. I don't play till Wednesday, so I'm just coming up to support the foundation today and going home, a few more days practice, and then back up, ready to battle commence.
Robin Hull, great opportunity for him. You seem pretty calm and relaxed. You've been there, done it so many times before. You happy with that draw?
Yeah, it's nice to have a face, you know, and to know who you're going to be playing, really. It doesn't really make any difference. Of course, snooker's one of those games where you do try and play the balls, not the man, and you just see what the game throws at you and take it on the chin. So it's just nice to now know who I'm playing. But, you know, he's a great player. He's a very good scorer, very good safety player. And somebody that's been rated very highly over many years.
Never in the history of snooker have a group like those 16 earned their place to such an extent. They are there on merit, and those 16 qualifiers can walk out to that stage with their head held high, knowing they deserve to be there. They've gone in on round 1. They've gone in with the bullets flying around, and they've come out stronger men. None stronger than Stedman. Trust me when I tell you, this boy, you know, if he doesn't freeze on the Crucible stage, he'll put up a hell of a fight. He's ready for this.
Well, this is a man in the past who's had all the power in his cue, but today he had the power of the balls. Steve, you were part of the draw, and some incredible matches. I mean, first of all, Barry is whistling Dixie about O'Sullivan against Stedman. He thinks that the world number 81 comes in with no pressure at all, and he's got a great opportunity. Is that Barry's spin, or do you think someone like Stedman does have a chance against the Rocky?
Well, I think every player that's actually climbed the mountain of the qualifiers this year, having to play 3 matches, is obviously match hard and match fit. It's obviously a tough ask for Craig, who probably thinks he's had the best performance of his career to get to the Crucible. It's a tough thing to say, oh, now I'm playing Ronnie O'Sullivan, you know, the 5 times world champion, in his office. But what we do know is a player that has nothing to lose can sometimes perform very well. But I think, you know, perhaps over the next couple of days, Craig can just sort of sit back and go, well, do you know what, I'm just going to enjoy this. What a thrill to be able to play one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player who's ever held a cue. What a thrill to play him, even if it is in his office.
What a tantalising draw for the 2015 Betfred World Snooker Championship. The all-Scottish clash. We've got Maguire against the debutant Anthony McGill. We've got Craig Rocksteady Steadman taking on the Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan. The two great mates from Wales, Mark Williams against Matthew Stevens. John Higgins against Rob Milkins. That is such a tough match to call. Some fantastic games in prospect. Remember, it's all live on the BBC, on Eurosport, and it starts 10 o'clock Saturday morning. We can't wait.